Hello, friends. Look what I did. I have volume. I remembered. I couldn't find my setting in Zoom. I thought I did it the other day or yesterday. It was just yesterday, right? And I couldn't find that setting. So I just made sure that I did a visual and make sure that I was not muted. So welcome to Tuesday, was it day 3 of BOGOs? This is a really fantastic one. And I really hope that most of you jump on this opportunity. And I'm going to share a little bit more about our MetaPWR journey with you as we move through these slides. But just so for those of you that are new, I'm Romelia. Welcome to our group. I'm with Casa Walters Essentials, and today's BOGO is by Spearmint. And get MetaPWR for free. Yeah, you heard that right. MetaPWR. You get it for free today. And what I really absolutely think is fantastic about this is that this is a brand new oil for us. It's only been out since September. I think it was made available, to purchase as an individual oil in October. So this is really cool that they're offering this oil as a freebie. I haven't seen that happen either. I mean, they're just surprising us left and right with this. Pardon me, I'm going to take my gum out. This is my MetaPWR gum. It's close to dinner time here. And yeah, I'm just going to stick it right there because that's where it goes best. So today's BOGO by Spearmint, get MetaPWR. I do have some slides to share with you, I should say. All right. So we have our March BOGO Madness. It's still our day 3. And let me close these controls because they just kind of irritate me and they confuse me. So I will tell you that surprisingly, this BOGO box is still available. So if you were thinking, I don't know, maybe today's the day, I think the last time that I saw it was less than 50%. So, people are waiting. Maybe they don't know all the goodness in this box. Maybe no one has shared it with them. But I know that you know, and this box is great to help you get some rest, helps you relax, helps your digestion. And now with this little addition of MetaPWR, it's going to help with your metabolic health. And we're going to talk about that here in just a little bit. So the Spearmint cost $31. You get 31 PV product value with it, product points, when you order via your LRP. So you're going to save $29 on both of these oils, and you can get up to 5 of these for free, which is really, really fantastic. All right, so first up is Spearmint. All right, so I will tell you that Spearmint is you've seen it grown in gardens. I leaked the Spearmint on my hands. You've seen it grown in gardens, in herb gardens, and it doesn't get very tall. And it smells beautifully, and it's a natural pesticide. So it's a great plant to pair with your other foods like corn, maybe green beans, to kind of help keep the pest away. You'll find that Spearmint is widely used in things like gum and candies and a lot of dental products because it has a very gentle, minty taste. And it's great to use as a mouthwash. Just put a couple of drops in some water, gargle with it, and you have fresh breath. It's been used for centuries for digestive benefits. And people seem to really respond well to Spearmint in place of peppermint because it is a little bit more gentle on the senses. And it's not as cooling on the skin as peppermint is. So it really is a great way to get that support for your digestion with Spearmint. And you can just do that with a couple of drops in water. You can rub it on your tummy. With the scent itself, it just opens up the brain. It lifts that brain fog, right? Creates a positive mood. I will tell you that mostly about 99% of the time before I get online live here, I am putting a couple of drops of this underneath my tongue, and I'm inhaling it. And I'm going to tell you why here in just a bit. So our sourcing story. You know that every bottle that we have has a beautiful story behind it. And this particular one, our spearmint is distilled from true spearmint leaves in India. And spearmint is popular in India in their chutneys. So the way that we came about to sourcing, partnering with farmers there, is that a lot of these small scale farmers were using their fields to, grow corn and wheat. And they just really weren't making a whole lot of money with that, because that's seasonal, right? It has a certain growing season, a certain harvest season. And once that's done, it's done. So what they can do with spearmint, you can grow it year round in India because of the climate. So these farmers who do still, grow these food sources are able to also make extra income by growing spearmint within their crops all year long. And the beautiful thing about it is that we are able to offer these small scale farmers a fair price for their product. So spearmint has this chemical constituent in there that's really easy and cheaply synthetically produced. And because of that, it was creating, this sense of, why are we growing spearmint? Why are we using our resources to grow spearmint out here when people can go and buy it cheaply and synthetically on the market? So that need for, growing spearmint, natural spearmint, it really, the demand went down. So a lot of the farmers in that area, where it grows beautifully year round, decided that they weren't going to grow it anymore. There wasn't any profit for them because, one, they weren't getting a good return on it, and two, it's being synthetically produced and sold on the market. So when, our doTERRA scientists stepped in, and our distillers, and brought people together and offered them a solution to make more income to provide for their communities and their families. So we have partners in that area who help these farmers bring their plants, their beautiful spearmint, to the distillery and get it tested and purchased. So the beautiful thing is, even though we're partnering with these farmers and these communities to provide this service, we don't demand that they sell us their product. They can take their purity, their testing, and all of their results, and they can take it elsewhere and sell it. But the thing is that most of them choose not to, because they do not get a fair price for their product. Whereas doTERRA will pay them up front, right then and there, for their product. They can't do that. They can't go elsewhere to get that. So they really do get a bigger return on their product. And I just really love that it's that transparent, and the farmers are there. They're watching their products be distilled. They're watching their product, their plants be tested, so that they are able to, make a decision right then and there if they're going to partner with doTERRA in that moment, or if they're going to take it to somebody else. Another thing that I really love about this sourcing story is that a lot of these farmers, a lot of these harvesters, a lot of these people producing our spearmint, the spearmint plants for our spearmint oil, are women. So again, we're empowering women in these very vulnerable communities to help their families, to help, to create an income, a sustainable income, by becoming, moving into that direction of being a spearmint farmer. So it's just really wonderful. And as always, you can go to sourcetoyou.com to find out more information and see the numbers, the actual numbers of the lives impacted in this part of India. So some of the benefits of spearmint: well, it does promote digestion, and it does help with any kind of upset, stomach upset and bloating. Spearmint is a key oil in our kids' tummy tamer blend. And that's the one that I just really love a lot. I carry that with me. I use it every day. I put it on my tummy before I get dressed for work in the morning. I put it on my dogs when they've had enough, or they're nervous and they're throwing up, whatever, for whatever reason. It's just really gentle. And I love the aroma. It really does uplift your mood. So spearmint is the oil of confident speech. So I love that emotional property of it. And that is why about 99% of the time, before I get on live, I will take a couple of drops of spearmint underneath my tongue, inhale the aroma, put it on my hands, and rub it on my neck, just so that I can get here live in this space that I have to work at. You can also use spearmint to promote good oral health and fresh breath. It's got a lot of cleansing properties in it, so it makes for really good surface cleaner. You can diffuse it to clean odors. It just has a really lovely scent. So the chemical constituents in this bottle of spearmint is limonene and carvone. So limonene we've talked about. It's a major component of citrus oils, because and limonene is cleansing, and it's purifying, it's uplifting. There's a lot of research that shows you what limonene can do for the body. Carvone makes up the greater part of this chemical makeup. And this is providing the energizing properties, the mood uplifting properties of this oil. There's some preclinical studies that show a significant calming effect whenever a person, people were inhaling the aroma in a state of excitement. So that's the research that came out of Brazil, and it's just fascinating to know that just taking that oil, putting it in your hands and inhaling is going to help you in one of those situations. And it's because carvone supports the nervous system. So it's really great to use topically, internally, aromatically. If you want the emotional benefits of this oil, if you're looking to, be confident in your purpose, in your words, in your steps, in your actions, diffuse this whatever it is that you're about to do, or inhale it from the bottle. It's going to give you that, just lifts you up. It just lifts you up. If you are wanting to try something different, something lighter for your scents, and spring brings about new scents, right? So spearmint is a great scent to start adding to your DIYs for your cleaners. And again, you can use it in your kitchen, diffuse it in your kitchen or in your bathroom. I had one of these spearmint bottles in our bubble diffuser in our bathroom, and it just smells so lovely whenever, you get a couple of puffs of that diffuser, and it just leaves your bathroom smelling really lovely. Really nice minty scent. Topically, definitely use it topically for any type of digestion issues, any type of bloating or upset. You can also, during those times of very heightened emotions, you can also massage it over your heart, maybe put on the soles of your feet, back of the neck. You can use some carrier oil with that if you need. You can add it to lotion and apply it to your skin. I love our unscented spa lotion from doTERRA, because we can have a different fragrance every single day. Spearmint is lovely with, I like it with lime. Spearmint and lime together is really great with lotion. I also like spearmint by itself, but I also like to cut it, with an earthy tone sometimes. I've tried it with cedarwood and it wasn't too bad. I enjoyed that one. But I really just like it more with the black spruce and the spearmint. That kind of had a great combination for me. So you can add it to your lotions, and stay away from that fake fragrant stuff that you're buying at box stores. That stuff is toxic. Don't do that. And internally, you can put it on your toothbrush before you brush your teeth, and it's just going to leave your breath very minty. It's going to provide support for oral health. You can use it in your cooking. I love making a spearmint lemonade with this. You can add it to your smoothies. You can add it to your yogurts. A chia pudding with spearmint and blueberries is delicious. Anywhere that you're using mint in your recipes, you can substitute a drop or two of spearmint. And it has a light flavor, so it's not overpowering. So if you're using it in your cooking, just, do it to taste. Maybe 1 drop's enough, 2 drops is enough, maybe 5. I don't know. You decide. And it's great in cookies, in sugar cookies, and in brownies. And you can just, drink it in your water. If you're having a really tough time with your tummy, put a couple of drops in a veggie capsule and take that with water to help with your tummy. So the MetaPWR Metabolic Blend, this is the freebie for today. And like I said, I'm really surprised that we're actually seeing it as you hear, take it for free and try it. I love that. This is a really great BOGO today, especially, if you've been using MetaPWR and you know how wonderful this oil is. So this is a proprietary blend, and it was designed to support healthy metabolic function when you ingest it. Okay, so it does some great things topically and aromatically too, but you're going to get the most benefit of this oil when you take it internally. It was clinically tested for maximum metabolic impact. It helps to curb your sugar cravings, your hunger cravings in between meals. So if you're really looking to support your weight, healthy weight management, put some of this in your water and drink it, and it's really going to help balance that blood sugar level so that you're not, eating the cake, eating in between, overindulging and overeating. It also helps to inhibit the maturation of adipose fat cells. So we all have, we have fat cells. Everybody has them, right? And then as we indulge in unhealthy behaviors, those fat cells tend to grow and expand. This keeps the cells from doing that. So it's really a great support for your fat cells, as well as for, those little dimples in the back of your thighs. So metabolic blend with the natural cell death and turnover, it helps to maintain new fat cells at their smaller size. So this is a really great product if you are looking for that type of metabolic support. So metabolic health is, there's markers to determine how healthy our metabolic health, whether or not it's good or bad. And I've shared with you before that about 7% of the population has good, optimal metabolic health. The rest of us, we don't. This is why we struggle with certain things, right? But your metabolism influences everything about you: your energy, your weight, your body composition, your cognitive performance. It even helps to, the energy levels that you have. It helps to convert food into energy for your cells. Metabolism is so much more than just what's, gaining or losing weight. It's how are you feeling? How are you sleeping? How's your energy level? How's your pain level? How's your mood? Those kind of things. That's all part of your metabolic health. And good, optimal metabolic function can support healthy aging. Also keep in mind that blood sugar, blood pressure, lipid types and levels, and weight affect the state of your metabolic health. These are our 5 pillars of metabolic health, and I have shared with you, and we're finishing up a series. We'll get there. We'll eventually get there. We're finishing up our series on these metabolic pillars, the pillars of metabolic health. But all of these things really contribute positively or negatively to your metabolic health. So this right here is going to help you with those pieces of metabolic health, because it does help with your blood sugar. It does help with your weight. It does help support your mood, and it does help with, with your stress management. There's a lot packed into this little bottle. There was a lot of work going into this. So this has a blend of essential oils, and you may look at them and think, oh, well, I can put this together at home. I have ginger, I have cinnamon, I have these oils, but the thing is, these are in a ratio that is proprietary, and this took years to develop, looking at the perfect ratios of these oils that are known to provide the greatest support for metabolic health. And they are blended in here in this beautiful magical ratio that provides you all of these wonderful benefits. So great we know that it's a cleansing and a purifying oil. It helps to support a healthy metabolism. Lemon, we know, provides a cleansing and digestive support. And just an FYI, it provides amazing respiratory support. Peppermint, we know peppermint has a high concentration of menthol in there, so it's going to provide a support for our digestive system. It's also going to help with decreasing our appetite, even enhancing exercise performance. Ginger, love ginger. It's a digestive aid. It helps with easing indigestion and nausea. And we know cinnamon bark supports healthy metabolic function and immune system. Use it whenever you're feeling really badly, but also it helps to balance out your blood sugar levels. So there's a lot, that went into selecting these particular oils and the ratio in which they make up this oil. So it's a fantastic oil, and it tastes really, really good. It smells like, I catch the lemon in there, and I catch the grapefruit. And I think it's just me because I gravitate to the citrus oils, but you can smell the ginger in there too. I think I taste the grapefruit and the ginger more than anything else, and the hint of cinnamon in the back, but it tastes delicious. I don't suggest doing that if you're, sensitive to spicy, because it does have a little kick at the end, but it just tastes delicious. So how do you use this? Diffuse it. If you know that 3 o'clock at your office, at your desk, is that witching hour for you, where you're going to have your 3 o'clock Diet Coke break with your cookies and Oreos. I've been there. That's how I know about it. This is the oil that you diffuse. Whether you can put it in your diffuser at your desk or put it in your hand, inhale it that way, or just open up the bottle and inhale it. It's going to help you curb your cravings. You could also use it if you need to, just a quick pick-me-up. Maybe you're in an afternoon slump and you have a couple more hours to get some work done. Inhale this. It'll help a lot. Topically, dry brushing. I just tried that for the first time this past week with this particular one. I like to use, I've been using red mandarin and the rest of my Slim and Sassy that I have, and I like grapefruit for dry brushing. But this is really, and yarrow plum, but this is really good too. I like the tingly sensation that it left on my skin. I thought it worked really well for that. There's a recipe in our group for a coffee scrub that you can use that's specifically for cellulite. So, if you're working on the dimples, if you don't want to make a coffee scrub, just put a couple of drops of this in your hand with a little bit of carrier oil and rub it on the parts that you want to see, some improvement in that skin appearance. Internally, you can just put a couple of drops of this into your water. You can, if you really need some support, or maybe you just want to make sure that you're getting, at least 8 drops of this a day. Add 1 or 2 drops to a veggie capsule. Take it 2 or 3 times a day. This is a great flavoring for your smoothies, for your drinks, for your teas. I found it really interesting in a tea. With my chamomile tea, I just put this in there and it had a really nice flavor for me. But it's also going to help support your healthy blood glucose levels. So it's really great to use. It's a really major powerhouse. And I am so grateful that this came around. We have had some amazing experiences with this. Here are some more MetaPWR resources that are available to you. You can screenshot this. I will upload this slide by itself underneath this video in our group so that you have those resources available to you. But for those of you that are watching later on YouTube, I'll make sure to provide those links for you underneath the video. And if you are watching later, subscribe to our channel. Thank you. And then make sure you're joining our community. This is where we have a lot of information. I put a lot of recipes in there for you, just different ideas and ways and hacks to use your oils. And I'm just learning. I'm just learning about, the different ways to use this oil, and I'm excited to share it with you. So I'm also excited to share with you our MetaPWR journey. I should have got a different picture of my husband in that. That's a screenshot from one of the lives that we did in our group, and it was we've been doing this journey. We started this journey on March 1st, and we're tracking our energy levels, sleep, skin, appearance, weight. We did some measurements before, and I suck at taking pictures. So I don't even have a before picture. I'm going to have to go back and find the most recent one, like in February or January, that we took, that can give you a really good idea of, just some transformation. I did take pictures of my face, though, the skin of my facial skin, because that was something that I personally wanted to see improvement in. And I'm loving I had Sarah just touch my face and she's like, yeah, it's soft, it's smooth. And I'm just really loving that. I really love that so much. It makes me happy. But to date, we've been seeing improvements in our energy levels, in our sleep and such, as you can see there. But my husband, since Monday when he weighed in, or Sunday when he weighed in, he's lost 12 pounds in just 3 weeks, and I have lost 6. And we're going to do our next update on March 27th, which is next Tuesday. So full transparency here. I've mentioned this before because I think it's important for you to know that since March of last year, I have been intermittent fasting. And since March of last year, I have lost a total of 22 pounds. Right? Yes, or 24 pounds. But I want you to know that that was like 1 or 2 pounds a month, right? There were some months that there were a little bit more, and then I fluctuated right back to where I was in the beginning. And then I, would start this vicious cycle again. But since starting this MetaPWR in the beginning of March, what I have noticed, it has really taken my intermittent fasting to a whole other level. Instead of losing 1 to 2 pounds a month, I'm losing 1 to 2 pounds a week, actually 2 pounds a week. And this past week I lost 3. So this is really helping my metabolism and really positively affecting my intermittent fasting. And I am just loving it because, except for today, I only slept 2.5 hours last night. And I came home and I took a nap. But for the most part, I have enough energy to put in a 12, 14-hour day like I typically do and be able to fall asleep, no problem. The brain shuts down and I'm sleeping. So I'm really loving this MetaPWR, and I am happy to share more with you about it. But I think if you've been on the fence or you're thinking about it, this is an excellent way to start, because it's at least going to provide you that support for your sugar cravings, balance out your blood glucose, and it's also going to help with boosting your metabolism in a way that is just, I didn't expect it at all. So MetaPWR, it's free for you today. There is, like I said, the BOGO box is still available. And if you use that particular link there, you're going to get these additional free oils, because I added Citrus Bloom to the box, and it brings your order up to our rewards level or a freebie level of a pebble diffuser. And because we have a wonderful friend in our community that has access to a promotional code, an additional code, you're able to get a free adaptive to that. So not only are you managing, rest and digestion and now metabolic health with this box, you're also managing your stress, because that's what adaptive is. It's your stress oil. But if you just want to go in and buy Spearmint and get this MetaPWR for free, you can do so too. If you're already a member, go and order on your account via LRP so that you can get free shipping if your order qualifies. If you are not an order already, a customer already, a wholesale member already, use the link there, bit.ly/March BOGO Day 3, and you're going to get a free wholesale account. And if your order qualifies, you'll get free shipping too. So this offer expires tonight at 11:59. That's what I love about this. You got to jump on it while it's out there, or you're going to miss the boat. Just some other membership perks for those of you that are thinking about it: free shipping, free oil of the month, ongoing education, 25% off everything doTERRA, and you get to earn some product points back. That's how I get my oils, you guys. I get free oils with my points. And you also get access to ongoing education and some exclusive member only events and promotions, like that beautiful BOGO box that you get the free diffuser and the free adaptive. So our daily giveaway is our promotion. We're giving away one of these magnetic oil holders for your fridge. And our first winner was Karen Tidler. Our second winner, is LaDonna Bruce. Congratulations. Expect the oil shelf in the mail. Thank you she purchased her BOGO yesterday. So we're still taking names for today for the BOGO, whether you're purchasing the BOGO box or you're purchasing the daily BOGO. Either one, it's going to get your name into our drawing. And then we'll announce our winner tomorrow for today. So this is the way you can stay connected with us. If you are on Facebook, I highly encourage you to jump into our Facebook group because you'll learn more about the oils, and you'll have community, and you can ask your questions, and we can speak a little bit more freely there. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, please, and like our channel. And we do have a newsletter. If you're not already on our newsletter, make sure you're tapping into that. Because I keep you abreast of the promos coming from doTERRA and anything that we're offering as, from Casa Walters. But, just giving you resources, sharing class announcements and things like that. All right. So let me stop my share and see if there's anything there I need to tackle. There is not. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can post your questions underneath this video. You can post them in our group. You can text them, email them to me, whatever, call me. If you are having trouble processing your order, you're not sure, or you need help with additional products. Maybe you're not a fan of the citrus bloom, which I don't know who wouldn't be, but maybe you're not a fan of the citrus bloom and you want to add something else to your box to qualify for the BOGO, for the additional freebies. Give me a holler. I'm happy to navigate with you, talk with you, to find the best products for you. All right. So thank you so much, you guys. You have a great evening, and we'll see you back tomorrow with tomorrow's BOGO. Have a good night. Peace.